I have a friend who is an intense Enneagram 4. Now, Enneagram 4s are already intense. Their title is the Intense Creative. But this friend takes it to a whole new level. We'll be sitting, chatting, talking about nothing, maybe just the weather. And I would say, I think it's going to rain today. To which his response would be, what is rain but the earth crying tears? Are they tears of joy? Or are they tears of sadness? To which my response is usually, oh, stop being so melodramatic. Now, if you've been a subscriber for a while and you just thought to yourself, this guy? But wait. This guy is complaining about somebody else being melodramatic? That seems a bit odd. If you thought that, then good point. In other words, I completely dismiss him. I think that his emotions are so over the top that they're not legitimate. And I don't think I'm the only one who does that. Especially in a workplace environment, we tend to dismiss and ignore people who have big emotions. And I get it. Even as a heart type, even as someone who is driven by his emotions, emotions can sometimes be really distracting to the goal at hand. Unfortunately, one of the drawbacks to Enneagram 4s is that they let their emotions guide the show. They let their emotions decide for them what is right in that particular moment. Moreover, Enneagram 4s like to bring everybody down to their emotions out of the need for authenticity. One of the quotations that I like to use to associate with Enneagram 4s is by Joseph Campbell. He says it this way: "The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure that you seek." Now, this is a significant quotation for two reasons. First is that Enneagram 4s are brave enough to enter the cave, but they like to stay in that cave. They like to be in the pressure of the emotional environment. Keep in mind, the quotation didn't say, go into the cave to find your treasure and then just stay there for a few days and make sure that you invite everyone into the unpleasantness and discomfort of your own emotions as you're struggling to find that treasure. It doesn't say that at all. Implied in the quotation is that you enter the cave, you get the treasure, you learn the lesson, and then you get out. Yes, Enneagram 4s tend to be melodramatic and they tend to have their emotions run their show. They tend to stay in the cave and invite everyone around them into their uncomfortable emotions, which can be, for lack of a better word, really uncomfortable. Type 4s, like all heart types, like to stay in their emotions as a method to gain attention and acceptance. And for the 4s, they've learned that the more intense the emotion, the more that they communicate that intensity, the more attention that they get, and therefore the more validation they get for their own emotions. But don't get me wrong here. Enneagram 4s have a weakness when it comes to their emotions, just like all human beings have a weakness in some way, shape, or form. But their weakness is also their strength. Think about how powerful an Enneagram 4 is in the workplace. In a society where the pendulum is swinging from the side where there was to be no emotions in the workplace, you are to show absolutely no sense of any sort of feelings, and is moving towards authenticity, is moving towards talking openly about mental health struggles, talking openly about the anxiety and the stress that we create for ourselves and for others in the workplace. Those are the elements that we oftentimes have a really hard time talking about. And not only do we have a hard time talking about that, we have a hard time expressing our own emotions. The Enneagram 4 are literally the leaders into that space. They are the bright lights guiding us into our caves. Because a 4 doesn't just use their emotions as a way to get attention. They use their emotions to drive creativity and authenticity so that everyone in the room is on the same page and can move forward into an actionable goal. So yes, Enneagram 4s, a lot like other heart types, including maybe sometimes, very rarely, on occasion, me. However, it's important to recognize that Enneagram 4s are also incredibly courageous. They are the ones that stand out in a crowd. They are the ones that speak up and say, this isn't right, and I don't feel like this is right, and I need to voice that to others. That is such incredible and amazing power. As for my friend with the rain and the crying and the sadness, yeah, I dismiss him at first. But without a doubt, without fail, in the same sentence where he's being melodramatic, he will also say something beautiful, potent, sharp, and brilliant. Something that it would have taken me years and years to think through. Because Enneagram 4s, again, use their emotions to uncover really, really important lessons, not just for themselves, but for the people around them. Hey, don't forget to hit subscribe for more videos on Enneagram, confidence, communication, and storytelling. And as always, make sure that you come off of mute and speak up your story. We'll see you soon.